Okay, so this is our dead bug. The reason we do this is to improve our core strength and our core capacity, but in a very specific way that really helps us hold our height in the water, holds our streamline, allows us to have really good control of what our core and our legs and our shoulders are doing. So really important for us to get this right. So the way we'll set this up is we'll have the kids go on their back with their knees above their hips and their hands above their shoulders to start with, and then the opposite arm and opposite leg travel out to be straight here. Okay, and the most important thing is that my lower back is flat in the ground. Okay, so I'm going to make sure my lower back is flat at the start and stays flat. So opposite arm, opposite leg, come back, opposite arm, opposite leg, come back. Okay. And the few places where this goes wrong is normally the kids don't really understand how to keep their lower back on the ground. This can come from two places. Either they don't know how to do it yet, and if they don't know how, it's absolutely fine. Sometimes they'll say, oh, my back is just arched like that. But that's not really the case. It just is, the analogy I'll use is that it's almost like wiggling your ears. Until you know how to wiggle your ears, you don't know how to do it. Like, you can't imagine it. So we've got to teach them basically how to do this. And the first way to do that is to teach them is to get a band like this, make sure it's attached somewhere, nice and low, so if they pull on it, it'll pay back. Then what you do is you make sure this is pulled under their lower back, so not their pelvis, not their ribs, but like almost where the kidneys are, but put it through so it's got tension, and then you make sure the lower back is crushing on it so the band doesn't go anywhere. But obviously if my lower back was to come up, it pings through and is now soft. Okay, so really important that you can do this. You can even set this up between two kids and both of their lower backs, so just a coach can hold it. But make sure it's under here, under the lower back. And you go opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, and if they kind of get it, but it keeps coming out, then what we can do is we can make it even easier. So you keep one leg on the ground, and then do the same thing. Okay, so arm and leg come out, come back in. Arm and leg come out, come back in. The last thing you might see is that some kids might achieve their lower back on the ground by actually crunching the core and their head coming up and their shoulders coming up. That's not what you want, so you've got to cue a relaxed head on that. So when they're here, you might see them go like that. So they're actually crunching their core and having a curved spine shape instead of a really flat spine shape. So just encourage that head to stay relaxed. It can be on the floor like this. They should still be able to keep their back flat and have their head relaxed on the ground. Okay. So that is our dead bug.